God, this guy's awesome.
Let's just look at everything first because there's a ton of stuff today. Take a look at everything and then we'll go back around and take pictures.
Figure out what we actually want. I want everything Halloween.
Oh, we had a couple text over the period. Yeah.
What's that? Everything Halloween?
Yeah. It's always Halloween.
I mean, there's so much stuff. Oh, they got more of those bobbleheads too.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
There's a lot of stuff I didn't see in the pictures.
Well, they only take so many until they do like the setups and everything.
How's it going?
Alrighty, what do we got on this table? What's this blue thing right here? This is neat looking. Why don't you pick that up?
That is a lady sitting in a
Swimming pool?
bath of some
A
sort.
tub?
Some sort of bath.
What's this girl? A Nesco. Nice.
Oh, they threw all the Hershey ornaments in one box. That's,
I love the
that's
old.
probably for the better.
Oh, those were the Hershey ornaments.
Yeah, it's there's like they're the wood ones, but unless they're like cheap and you blot them together, you're probably not gonna make out too well. Like the speakers first.
Okay.
But
I
I
got
need
you.
to come back for these. 'Cause
Yes.
I am interested.
We-
Just about all they are heavy too.
That way we can get through the filming of it all and then take our pictures. So hopefully
So these
the
guys are
music doesn't
molds,
come.
but 155. It's a shame they have no maker. I could not find ones like that.
Yeah.
There's more than what were on the.
Yeah.
Preview.
Well,
A
there's
lot more.
so many. Really.
You can make chocolates. Some people have them as ice cream molds too.
Yeah.
Guess it freezes fast. Look, frog on a tricycle.
Oh my gosh. So much stuff, guys. This is like a pin cushion. It is.
Did I get too tied up in the molds?
Yeah. I just wanted to look at something else.
I tried to get mold here
Oh
before.
gosh, look,
and it was
look.
just
I
It was just
moved that. I
crazy.
picked it up, and now it won't sit there without falling. Look at these tiny little cuckoo clocks. Oh my gosh, they're just itty bitty guys. Alrighty. There's that lamp I was just looking
See, I swear, like these were
I don't
like
quite
sitting
know
by
what
themselves.
this
weren't they?
goes to, though.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, so like if you don't have the shade on, I guess, maybe.
Oh, oh.
Oh my, that's a fire hazard.
Maybe. It's gonna light it all up.
It's gonna turn on more than just the light.
Light it all up.
Oh, look at these.
Here comes music.
Seriously? Oh, no. No. No.
Oh, they're way smaller than I thought they were.
Yeah, I know. I thought they were gonna be a lot bigger. Yeah, I want to take pictures of these. I'm gonna have to do a voiceover, I guess. Alright guys, here we are with the voiceover. I apologize for this. In this area, I'm just checking out some Barbie clothes. I did bid on some of those, but they went very, very high. And over here, we are just looking at the rest of what is available at the auction. I apologize I have to do a voiceover. They did start playing music, and it was extremely loud, so there was no getting around that. That there was just a little high chair for a baby doll. And then over here, I did see a vintage blanket. I did win one of them. I think that might have been the one that I did win, because I think that doll is also downstairs. It went with the blanket. There was a lot of vintage toys. Here I'm looking at some vintage tin doll type canisters. I did bid on those as well, but did not win them. But I did see that they were selling pretty decently, but the bid still went for way more than what I was willing to spend to make a good profit on it. And then in here is some vintage linens, and I always say one day I'm just gonna start buying all sorts of vintage linens because they're just literally everywhere. I see them at yard sales, I see them at antique stores. They're just everywhere. I did also bid on that Tammy doll, but again, it went a little higher than what I was willing to spend on it. That little Snow White doll, I think it was a Nesco, but it really wasn't worth a whole heck of a lot. Spoiler alert, Eric and I did win that aluminum Christmas tree you just saw me pan. It hasn't sold yet, but I am hoping that it goes before Christmas. We'll see how this narration goes in this video. Typically when I'm at the auction, sometimes I don't like to be too chatty because I don't like to let on to those who are around me as to what I am interested in and, you know, what I want to bid and stuff like that. So I feel like this might give me the opportunity to talk a little bit more about the items that I'm looking at in the video. I actually have that Santa towel I purchased at a yard sale a long time ago, and I just listed it the other day, but I did not bid on that one. I was also interested in that hat. I thought it was really cute. I loved the little daisies all over it. I'm not sure what it went for, but I don't think I even bid on it when it came time to do so. So shame on me, because that was a really cute vintage hat. And then I kind of went back over here. There was a bunch of these lights there with these globes on top, and you'll see some more of those lamp shades throughout the rest of this video. This was a lot of different Viewmasters and Viewmaster reels. I feel like some of those didn't go for a whole heck of a lot, and maybe I should have bid on them, but I did not. And then there was also a lot of these really pretty copper pieces, brass, whatever it is. And they were shined so beautifully. Oh my gosh, they looked so cool. And also there was a ton of these measuring spoons with their little holders. And then there was, there was a couple pieces of dollhouse furniture on that tray. I did not win those though. I'm not even sure if I bid on those. And then on this clear glass tray, I was only interested in that little piece there. I thought it was so pretty, but I didn't want all the rest of that clear glass. And that's the problem sometimes with auctions. Like, you want just one thing on a tray that they have, and you're kind of stuck with all of the rest of it. These were some old uniforms, which I don't really know much about, and a clown Halloween mask and some old Halloween bags. I liked that one there that said "Feed the Kitty." That was really cute. And then there's always stuff in these glass cases. Typically the men go crazy for anything that's in those glass cases, so I occasionally bid on stuff from within those cases. These were the lampshades that I was talking about. Absolutely beautiful. These are Czech glass, and they are called end of day shades, and I did win I want to say 3 of them actually. So that was really exciting. I can't wait to get those listed. This was a random tray of jewelry. I don't think I bid on that. There wasn't anything that really screamed at me. I did try winning this tray of compacts, but there's a man that goes to the auction and he bids on a lot of the same stuff that I like. There was some Putz sheep in that case, and I did bid on those, but they went very, very high. There was a lot of Marilyn Monroe stuff at this auction. You'll see a lot of Marilyn Monroe, some furs, and then these cabinets also are typically filled with more of the pieces that go pretty high, like the tin toys, the tin banks. they always sell very, very high. That was the Marilyn Monroe doll. That little distillery jug went extremely high. I did want to bid on that, but it sold for so much money. Those bottle brush trees were really cool because they look like candy corns. And then over here there was just a bunch of Halloween related items. I like that guy. He was newer, but he goes with a lot of stuff that I like. This bank wasn't worth a whole heck of a lot. That weird random doll in the corner went for over $100. That surprised the heck out of me because I didn't think it was anything. And I'm pretty sure that cat pumpkin wasn't original. It was like a reproduction, and it still went for over $80. So I felt like some of this Halloween stuff was selling for way more than what, I thought it was really worth. But who knows? Maybe other people know a little more than I do, obviously. And then these cats down here, I think most were like those for real pets. Like they were electronic to some degree. Like they maybe meowed or something. They weren't in working condition then, but probably needed batteries. Over here was a lot of clear glass. I did win that tray of tea cups that you see me looking through. There was a Limoges teacup in there, so I did bid on that. And I did win that. And the rest was just a lot of clear glass, which you guys know I'm not like the biggest fan of. There could be stuff on there, but clear glass, I don't know what it is. It's just boring to me. That was just a little tray full of some Christmas stuff, an empty box. There was some Hallmark Barbie ornaments in there. Got some old postcards that always tend to sell pretty decently. In this tray, there were two, and I'm about to pick one up. Those are perfume, like really old perfume vials. Two of them were missing the lid. I still wanted to bid on that, but we didn't win the bid. Again, it was the same guy who bought the makeup compacts that won those. So he's really into the vintage beauty items as well. So sometimes it's hard to win stuff when he's there. This Marilyn Monroe magazine, that first one on top, is very, very desirable. We did win that stack of magazines because I wanted that Marilyn Monroe magazine. So I am giving you some spoilers in this video, but I'll try not to give every spoiler. Again, like I said, there was a lot of Marilyn Monroe. Somebody definitely collected Marilyn Monroe items. These are just completely random trays of stuff. Got a wig in there. Over here were some Christmas ornaments Eric and I were checking out. We did not win these. We were trying to decipher who made them. The tops almost looked like Christopher Radko, but they were not. But they were still really nice ornaments. The box on the very bottom was empty. There wasn't anything in that box. Eric was really trying to figure out if it said anything on top, but we did not see anything. So I scooched ahead of him, which we all know drives him crazy, and it drives me crazy when he gets in front of me. Down here was just a random tray of some glass pieces. And then there's some bananas in that box. And then we have some old pictures and just some ephemera type items, and what looked like kind of like magazine advertisements. And this was, I don't know if they were like pages out of a book or something. I know I did look up one of those, but it didn't seem like it was really worth a whole lot. Those advertisement pages might have been worth something, but I didn't really get too far into them. The ephemera pieces usually sell pretty decently at the auction, especially postcards. Postcards, man, they go for crazy money. Vintage postcards. And then over here was just some books, different collectible type books. There was Barbie and bobbleheads and stuff like that. And then over here was a bunch of vintage children's like hankies. I'm guessing that they were hankies. So blow your boogers in, but they were really cute. The Christmas ones were pretty popular. People were after the Christmas ones. And then the other ones, I don't know exactly what they sold for. I was interested in them, but it didn't seem like they were worth like a whole lot of money. So I didn't get too crazy into it. And a lot of the times at the auction, there's more than one auctioneer going. So if you want something from one table and it's another auctioneer auctioning it off, you have to be at two places at one time. So typically when I go, Eric gets a number and I get a number. It's the same number. And then if I want something that's not being auctioned off in like the main auction, then he can go and bid on what else that I'm interested in. But sometimes it gets to be a little crazy, not knowing when something's coming up. So it's a little bit of a rat race, but it all works out in the end. Here I found a older Mickey Mouse like silk scarf. Again, that whole table got auctioned off at the same time as other stuff that I was interested in. So over here, this is what they kind of call the box lot area. It's more the stuff that I guess they don't consider is not necessarily not worth as much, but not as interesting enough to put it up in the main part of the auction area. I still find some really good things tucked away back here, so that's why it's so important to dig around in the boxes and look around and see if you can find anything. I've made out very well in the box lot area, and typically this stuff sells on the cheaper side. There's a lot of stuff people don't want, so a lot of stuff doesn't even get sold because no one even wants to take it at $1. So you can find some stuff really cheap back here, just depending on what it is and, you know, what other people are willing to pay for it and that kind of thing. On this side, I wasn't really seeing anything that popped out at me too much. I thought this magazine was really cool looking. Like the front cover was amazing, but the inside was kind of boring, which is a shame because that front cover was awesome. But these are just like old magazines, a lot of like doll magazines. Apparently, this person was really into collecting dolls and things of that nature. So we got some VHS tapes. They seem to be like westerns and stuff like that. Obviously, there's always books back here in the box lot section, records, and just pretty much the random stuff. Here's just some textiles. There's some pots and pans back there. And we are about to stumble upon a little blue angel. I'm about to point at it. I'm asking Eric, what is this? Does she have a face? This was so cute. She was from the 60s, a little blue Christmas angel. I did win that box. She already sold, so that's awesome. So Eric hid her. You see what he did there? He put that garland over her. You got to be a little bit sneaky. That's why it's important to dig around in boxes. I'm telling you guys the secrets. So yeah, there's just some trays of random Christmas stuff. But since I saw that angel, I was, taking the time to look a little bit further in. These were like candlestick holders. I can't remember what that said. I did look them up, but it didn't seem like they were really worth a whole heck of a lot. So I passed. There was already a bid on that Hallmark rocking horse ornament. There is one Hallmark rocking horse ornament that's worth a lot of money, but that wasn't the right year. So I don't know if someone just wanted that. But more Barbie type books. There's a lot of sports memorabilia as well here. More VHS tapes. I don't think I saw anything that really stood out to me as far as that goes. But I still like to look because some VHS tapes surprisingly can sell for decent money, especially if they're sealed. And then there was some McDonald's toys. There was a tray of Madame Alexander doll McDonald's toys that I was really interested in. I didn't really look too far into the rest of them. That was like the main tray that I was kind of interested in. And again, here's just a whole bunch of Marilyn Monroe items, books and magazines, and just little figures and stuff like that. And then over here, again, just more random stuff. Got some little bit of scarves in there and some games and some dolls I guess they didn't deem worthy enough to put up in the main part of the auction. And then a box full of pens and pencils. You know, I always like digging around in those, just looking for the vintage pens and stuff. And that was more like just like junk drawer type of stuff. That's always fun though. And more records and books. And more books. And there was a clock here. Who was it made by? I feel like it was, what did it say? It wasn't Nesquik, maybe Nestle, I'm not sure. I did look it up, but it wasn't worth, I don't think, a whole lot. And that one had some cosmetic issues. Over here we have another, I see a Viewmaster in there. I actually had that one. I don't think I even noticed it at that point. And that Brooke Shields doll. I had her, not in her packaging when I was younger, but I did have that doll. I recognized that. And then Eric was looking at these Christmas bulbs. Some of these old vintage Christmas bulbs can sell really well. So he was like shaking them to see if, you know, the whatchamacallits in them were shaking around. I don't know. I don't think he won that tray. I'm not sure what it went for. But people were always looking for those old Christmas bulbs. So... And then down here, we just have some more books and random stuff. Lots of random stuff. Oh, and there's some more magazines as well. But I didn't see any more. I just was interested in those, that one particular Marilyn Monroe magazine. And then all of this was just sports-related stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and stay tuned for the haul.